in this video, I'm going to give you guys a pretty good in-depth look at my entire collection. It's been a while since I've done a video showing you guys my collection. It's probably been a year or more. So I got a lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of new displays going on, or updated displays, I guess you can say. But I got a lot of cool stuff, so I'm super stoked to do this video for you guys. So let's not waste any more time and get right to the collection and room tour. So let's just take a quick look around here so you guys can kind of see the whole room. I have kind of a small room, but I have managed to fit my collection in it as well as I can, I guess. But I got some really cool stuff to show you guys. Trying to think where to start. Thinking that maybe we'll start right over here, kind of with the bulk of my collection. And I'll just try to go through and give you guys a good idea of everything I got going on here right now. So first off, over here, as you guys can probably see, I have some of my Marvel Legends figures. These are the like vintage or retro line that they've been putting out for a little bit now. I love this line. I've pretty much been picking up every figure that they've put out in this sort of retro style packaging, and I got those going all the way down the wall there. So pretty cool stuff there. They've also been putting out some X-Men Marvel Legends figures, and this is Hasbro. They've been putting out some X-Men Marvel Legends figures kind of in the same retro style. So I've been trying to pick all of those up. I'm still missing two of them, but really love those right now. Some of my favorite things to collect right now, other than horror movies and other stuff that I've been collecting for a while now, is lately I've been really obsessed with Marvel Legends figures, which you guys can tell I'll get a little bit more in depth in that, and also been really obsessed with collecting Mattel's wrestling figure line that they've been putting out for a while now. I got a lot of those going on in my room right now too, but we'll get more to those in a second too. Back over here, so this shelf right here just has some random wrestling figures on top of it. A couple Sting figures in the back, two of my favorite childhood figures. Those aren't actually the ones that I've had from childhood. The ones I had when I was a kid were probably like broken and scratched up, but I've rebought these recently, and I used to love those figures when I was younger for the wrestler Sting. So really glad to have those back. And same thing with this Kane figure, another one of my favorite wrestlers and figures when I was younger. But this is basically just my CD shelf right here. I don't want to go in depth and show you guys everything I got, but just give you guys a quick look in case you guys are music fans. You know, Bob Dylan, some of my favorite stuff there. You know, David Bowie, Blondie. I like a lot of new wave, punk rock music, cool stuff like that. So that's the CD shelf going on there. So let's get back over here. So right over here is my main Marvel Legends display, and also my Blu-ray collection, even though I have more Blu-rays over there, but that is just for Steelbooks, and we'll get to that shelf there. So let's start off with the Marvel Legends figures. Daredevil is my favorite Marvel superhero, has been since I was a lot younger, so my display kind of focuses on Daredevil. I have all three of his recent Marvel Legends figures in the package. The classic red outfit, the original yellow and kind of red outfit there. Cool stuff. And then over there is the like ninja black outfit Daredevil. Really cool stuff. And I also have some of the Walgreens exclusive figures. The Fantastic Four, Thing and the Human Torch and Silver Surfer, which these are just three of my favorite recent Marvel Legends figures. Just really cool stuff there. But down here, I have my loose display of all my Marvel Legends figures. I don't want to go through all of them, but I'll just give you guys a good look here. And again, Daredevil is kind of the main focus here. I have Kingpin in the background there, who is like Daredevil's main villain. I have all three of the Daredevil figures loose down here, even though this red outfit one is actually a different figure than that one there. This one was part of a box set here. So cool stuff though. Just some of my favorite villains and heroes in the Marvel universe. Daredevil and Spider-Man are two of my favorite things, so they take up a lot of the room here. But that is the Marvel Legends collection there, and I'm always adding and kind of switching figures out there. Like this Iron Man figure right there is brand new. I swapped him out for an older Iron Man figure, so anytime I get a new figure, I'll kind of swap it out here. So cool stuff there. But let's move on to the Blu-ray shelf. And this is mainly horror movies. There's probably a few things on this shelf that aren't quite horror movies, but I would say my main Blu-ray collection consists entirely of horror movies. But let's just take a quick look at what I got going on up here. So on the top shelf here, I have some of my special edition, sort of limited edition box set editions of some of the Arrow Video releases. I also have Scream Factory's Creepshow next to Arrow's Creepshow too. I thought those looked nice next to each other. So those are all my Arrow Video box set limited edition releases. I have all the Argento ones. Those are some of my favorite releases. And I also have the first Hammer box set that Indicator put out. Love that box set. And some of my Blade Runner special edition releases are up there too. So let's move down. This next row is the rest of my Arrow Video releases. I only have a few of the classic window box ones, but I got Phenomena and Tenebrae, which were the two that I wanted to get the most out of those, so really glad to have those in my collection. I pretty much tried to get every Arrow Video release of Phenomena, and I'm pretty sure I have every release that they put out, because I have the box set, I have the first Blu-ray release that they put out. I also have the Blu-ray DVD combo they put out. I have the basic Blu-ray release that came out around the same time the box set came out. And I also have the Steelbooks. So I think I have every Arrow Video release of Phenomena, which is just one of my favorite horror movies, one of my favorite films from, excuse me, Dario Argento. So cool stuff there. Let's move on. This next row is my entire Scream Factory collection. I think the Mole People is the most recent addition to my collection here. Really glad that they're releasing some of the Universal horror stuff and some of the Hammer stuff lately. Really cool. And down here is more horror movies, of course. I have all of my Anchor Bay releases, including the Anchor Bay / Scream Factory Halloween box set. All my Blue Underground releases. All of my Synapse releases there. And just a lot of the other weird collector's editions like Vinegar Syndrome and stuff like that. So That's what we got in that row. I got 2 rows left on the Blu-ray shelf. All my Universal Monster movies. A few years back, Walmart put out these like glow-in-the-dark slipcover releases. I grabbed all of those. Really cool stuff. I thought those were awesome. I have some of the Abbott and Costello monster movies on Blu-ray too. A lot of the Hammer releases, actually all the Hammer releases that Warner Brothers has put out on Blu-ray thus far. And just kind of the rest of my like random Blu-ray collection. So just kind of random stuff here. In this bottom row is my Digibook collection, which I used to collect more than I do now. I haven't bought a Digibook in a while. But I got a good little stack of them down there. And just some of my other special edition releases, Star Wars, Aliens, and also my Criterion collection releases down here, and just a couple other random Blu-rays. So my Blu-ray shelf is filled now. So I'll probably have to do something about that one day, because I know I'm going to keep buying more. So, but cool stuff going on there. So let's move on to the main 2 Monolith shelves here, which these have my DVD collection on them, and on top I have some of my Funko Pops and NECA figures. So let's just start taking a look at what we have here. So I have a few Funko Pops displayed up here, if I can get a good look at them without the glare for you guys. I have all of the Blade Runner 2049 Funko Pops, including the Chase variant. And same goes for the Blade Runner 2049 Dorbs. I have all of those, including the Chase figure. And these Funko figures are like 3 deep here. So this is just the first row. I have more behind those ones there. And I have more Funko Pops than those too, like sitting in a box in my closet. So I do collect Funko Pops. I just don't have a lot of room to display them. Alright, and up here is some NECA figures and just some random stuff. So I have 2 of the Jason NECA figures. The one from part 3 and the one from part 4. These are the Ultimate Edition figures. And I have all of the Blade Runner 2049 NECA figures that they put out displayed up there too. And I also have the car that NECA put out from Blade Runner, the spinner vehicle there. So that's pretty cool. I got a Daredevil Venom Funko Pop displayed up there, and Zack Ryder wrestling figure. So pretty cool stuff. Let's go through the DVD collection real quick here. I got a lot of DVDs going on here, so I don't want to waste too much time going through these. Up here, first row, I have all my classic horror stuff. All the Fly movies. Goes into my Hammer collection, which I just did a full video on if you guys want to see more of that. My Psycho films. Again, my DVD collection is pretty much entirely horror movies. So Psycho, all the Romero zombie films, and just my entire Romero DVD collection. George Romero, one of the best horror movie directors out there. And got my Wes Craven films, Nightmare on Elm Street box set, Scream box set, Texas Chainsaw films, Evil Dead trilogy. Down here is the Exorcist films. And all of my Italian horror stuff. So I love Italian horror films, especially Dario Argento, so I have a lot of his Anchor Bay releases here. Cool stuff. And that's what I started collecting when I was first getting into collecting horror movies, was all the Anchor Bay releases. So even though I have all these movies, most of these on Blu-ray now, still love my Anchor Bay DVD releases. They just look awesome. And after the Italian horror, I got my John Carpenter / Halloween collection, mainly just the Halloween films, Peter Jackson and Phantasm stuff going on right there. So sort of these are organized. They're not organized alphabetically or anything like that, but they're just kind of like sort of grouped together and stuff that kind of made sense to me. So right after the Halloween films, which I had this really cool, weird Halloween box set. I made a video about this a few years back. It's like a Hellraiser / Halloween box set. Really weird stuff. Comes with Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and 2 of the Hellraiser films. I was like, what is that? I had to buy that when I saw that used at some random video store I was at. So I got some Friday the 13th box sets. This one, whatever you want to call this one, the Ultimate Collection, comes with the mask and all that. I know that box set's actually kind of rare, so glad to find that one there. I also have a pretty beat up copy of the Crystal Lake, the Manhattan box set, which this is my favorite like DVD box set in my collection, which is why it's a little beat up. But I've really been wanting to upgrade and buy this brand new. So if any of you guys have a brand new copy of this box set trying to get rid of, let me know. Work out a trade ski. So some more Friday the 13th films. I got the Sleepaway Camp box set. This is the one that comes with the 4th bonus disc. So that one is extra rare. Love that. One of my favorite Anchor Bay box sets in my collection. And just a bunch more horror movies. Moving on down here, I have all my killer animal films, Jaws, Anaconda, all that good stuff. Just some more random horror. Not too much rhyme or reason to this shelf down here. American Werewolf in London, one of my favorite horror movies. Some more Anchor Bay, random Anchor Bay releases down there. Over here, try to get the focus going again. Whoops. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I think we're looking good, though. Alright, so, here we just got some of my Warner Brothers sci-fi movies. These Warner Brothers Snapper Case releases. These are some old school DVDs here, and I always thought they looked really good grouped together. So whenever I have some that sort of fit together, I always kind of like put those next to each other on the shelf because I think they look pretty cool. All my Midnight Movies, my Roger Corman collection, Elvira stuff going on at the end here. This is